Torp here. It's time we covered this because last night's live with Robert Reese turned out to be somewhat of shenanigans. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there as to what actually happened and how I actually performed that job that I did on Robert Reese's live. That was a job, by the way. Y'all ever heard of that word, compliance? You know what that means? Compliance? That means like when you're a gig worker, you're a W-2 worker, and you do as you're told. You know what that is? When you do what you're told, that means you're being compliant. I hope I explained the word to where it makes sense. Okay? I'm not going to beat you up and show you the dictionary term of it. If you don't know the word, now you do. When you get beat up on a live to the point to where everybody's saying, okay, well, Torp's got to scream and yell. It's like, yeah, well, I sure the fuck ain't going to whisper. Why in the fuck are you going to whisper and be Mr. Cool on a live when everybody else is screaming? You come in there and you talk back and forth, and then you do what? You find somebody that doesn't agree with what you said or they're lying their ass off and you call them out on it and then it gets heated? And then isn't that funny that when it gets heated, somebody wants to shut you up? Hey, shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Let him talk! Let him talk! I'm like, excuse me very fucking much? I didn't see anybody in that live doing anything differently than the fuck, if anything, I was. Does that make it right or wrong? Who cares? But did you really think I was going to be compliant and shut the fuck up? Since when do I shut the fuck up? At the end of that live, well, no, that at the end of my live, because I got the fuck end up out of there. Why? Why do you ask? Oh, wait a minute, you already know, don't you? Sorry, I guess I'm on the wrong fucking platform to believe that somebody actually fucking pays attention in the front row. Here's your apple, teachers. How many apples do you fucking want? How much fucking ass do I have to kiss to be heard? No, I'm not going to whisper. I'm not going to let some buttfuck tell me I'm wrong when he's got the goddamn mirror up looking at what's wrong. In other words, he's a reflection of the problem. I am not going to whisper. And before anybody gets the wrong idea, I didn't go into that live to fucking yell at somebody. I did not. I could have made a video to yell at somebody. I could have made a video to tear him up a new ass. You've seen me do it. So why exactly is this thing that we call backlash coming my way from two people out of 48 comments? Oops. I guess you guys thought I couldn't count. Two people are saying, why did you fucking tuck your tail in and run? I was like, no, sir. No, sir. You know what I did? I was compliant. Robert Reese muted me, which in layman's terms is, shut up, Torp. So I was compliant. I left. You want me to shut up? Bye. But I'll guarantee you this much, I will not be muted again. I think you guys forgot something about these lives. When you're watching them and you see all those wrenches, tools, those are compliant observers. They will do as they are told to keep that wrench. When somebody like me either loses a wrench or doesn't get a wrench, that means I am not compliant. I didn't wear a mask, I didn't get the shot, and I always made sure to stand at least 4 away from people, 4 foot, not 6, when we had the pandemic. I am not compliant. I will never be compliant. What I will always be is in your ass. And people don't like it. And the ones that don't like it are fucking schoolyard bullies. And those are the ones that I yell over. Ah! As if you didn't fucking know. And that's what happens when schoolyard bullies get called out. They act like they don't know and they try to flip the fucking script on you and make it sound like you're some sort of a runaway. You can't handle the truth. Too much heat for you? It's like, no, apparently I was too much heat for you because I got muted. You can't take it, you shut it up. Ever had an argument with somebody when you're right and they walk away? You say they walked away because you were right. No, maybe they walked away because you ain't making no fucking sense. And you told them to shut up. They took off. They said, fine, fuck it. Wrong conversation for me to be having then. I'm not going to be compliant to your ignorance of this situation. I'm not going to be compliant to your lies. I'm not going to be compliant to your bullying. I'm not going to be compliant to you telling me what I think, how I feel, where I'm going, and who, if anybody, I give a fuck about on this goddamn website. I will not be compliant to a comment. I will not be compliant to another channel. Any live, any tool, any wrench, any blowhard that has an opinion that is just saying the same fucking thing over and over again, yelling and screaming, bitching and moaning about how fucked up I am when their fucking mirror's got a crack in it and they can't see that they're talking about themselves. And when I point it out, they get uncompliant and they yell and scream. Yeah, goddamn right. Just call me a boomerang. They threw it out, I threw it back. Don't confuse yourselves. When I get mad, you know what? I make a video. My ass was given a fucking invitation to go on a live. I got on the live. And you know what I did on the live? I started saying the things I always say on that live. And then when that live got a new guest in it, guess what happened? I was talking over him. I wasn't compliant. What is this? The goddamn fucking House of Representatives where everybody's got a fucking guy sitting up there with... Out of order. Out of order. Have y'all listened to yourselves? Who in the fuck is in order around here? Who was the last motherfucker you heard that had a fucking good call on everything and was always making everything better? Please. There is no such thing as a live that doesn't have some yelling and screaming in it in this community. So if you're gonna ask me to come into a live and not yell and scream over another motherfucker that's yelling and screaming, I guess you found the wrong motherfucker. Because I don't fucking whisper. Duh. Have you noticed? Did you hit your heads? Did you forget that? I'll yell and scream at any motherfucker I want to. Any minute of the fucking day. All day. Every day. Christmas too. I don't give a fuck about Santa Claus. I'll yell at him if he brings the wrong gifts. You have to yell to be heard. No splash, you're gonna crash. Gotta mucky up those waters for some of these retards to hear you. But if they're gonna shut you up, leave. Do it on your own. Just like gig work. If your boss at work, your place of employment, your W-2 sucks, go do it yourself. Tell everybody else, my voice is louder, I'm gonna go in on my own. And that's what I do. Fuck the lives. I ain't doing another one, y'all can keep those. I'm not watching them anymore, I'm not getting in them anymore. But I'll guarantee you this much. The next live you see me in is going to be on this channel. And the only motherfucker that doesn't get a chance to yell will be the only motherfucker that's quiet. Because he can't believe what the fuck not being compliant sounds like. It's shocking. Live's coming soon, y'all. TORP out. My life.